What do we have for Aquarius, please? Ah, perfect. Exactly what I was feeling, Aquarius. And look who decided to show up to the party. The devil. Capricorn energy at the foundation of the reading. Aqua, the energy that I have been getting for all of you has to do with some sort of change that you're being called to make in your life in relation to some sort of cycle that you've been having a very difficult time breaking free from. It's an energy of the divine showing you how you're supposed to move, but you say, nah, you know what, I think I have another way I can do this. There's something that you've been trying to manifest in your life, Aqua. Could be something material. Could be a new job. It could be a way out of a toxic situation you're in. There's many, many different things this could be. But what I'm getting for you is the divine has showed you what you need to do. But you're still asking for a sign, for an answer, for guidance. Because what the divine has showed you that you need to do, well, you don't want to do it. Now, this is threatening creating blockages in all areas of your life because the divine is trying to bring through these manifestations for you, these things you've been asking for, but you're not following the guidance in order to get to said destination. It really is an energy of thinking that you know better than God. Aquariuses will put off making any change in their life until the very last minute, okay? But I really feel that the last minute is here, Aqua, and you need to start creating boundaries with this energy you have around you. For a lot of you, this is a toxic relationship in your life, whether it's family, friend, romantic partner. There's somebody here who's really holding you back. They're keeping you in this lower vibrational version of yourself. You want this change in your life, but the divine is calling you to start doing something differently, doing something new, so you can really prime yourself for this new energy that is trying to come through for you. You need to get in a mindset that is all about improving things in your life, Aqua. Whether this is you starting with something in your diet, something having to do with your fitness, giving up something that's affecting your health negatively, whatever it may be, you just really need to start adjusting to change in your life in order to get to this new timeline that the divine is trying to bring through for you. What do we have at the sacral? There's something holding on to you with this devil at the foundation. Six of Wands, Leo energy at the sacral. You go from being in this energy of self-restriction, and you quickly move into the Six of Wands, which is all about victory. This is one of those energies where it's as if you remove one person and the floodgates open. I know this energy so well. The most toxic people that were in my life, I held on to till the very end. And then when I finally released them, the floodgates opened. I'm feeling a very similar energy here for you, Aqua. This could be people that you've always had around, family members. Hell, it could even be some of your parents, okay? But there's just an overall energy of something holding you back. And it's very strong. I can feel it pulling on my energy. It's as if it's trying to take my tongue and twist it, right? It's like you can't speak your truth. You can't be yourself. You're being held back from the person that the divine has always intended for you to be. Your destiny is calling you. There's something that you've been wanting to create. There's something that you've been wanting to build. There's some place you've been wanting to go. There's some career path you've been wanting to work towards. Whatever it may be. This is where all your victories are going to be. But you need to first break away from this energy that is not supporting you on this path. What do we have, the solar plexus, please? Wow. The Tower, Aries energy at the solar plexus. And this speaks on exactly what I'm getting here. There's an energy here of you breaking away from some sort of false securities in your life. The divine has shown you which way you need to go, but it's as if you're trying to take this energy with you, and that's not part of the deal. That's like taking the devil with you. Whatever this is, whoever this is, whatever this behavioral pattern is that you've committed yourself to, however this resonates, it holds some sort of low vibrational devilish energy, which is denying you access to this new timeline, Aqua. I feel a lot of you have asked for confirmations around this particular energy, and I feel that this reading is going to be just that for you. This is the reading, or one of them, that is meant to serve as your confirmation that this is the thing that's holding you back. Some of you are so disillusioned by this energy you have around you. They've created this smoke screen where it's almost as if you are wondering why things aren't going your way when it's right in front of your face. You know, when these energies are that close to us, we can't see the bigger picture. And I'm getting a sense here that whatever this is, whoever this is, it's something that's so close to you. It's something that you've been used to doing for so long, however this resonates, that you just can't see the picture from a wider vantage point. It's as if you need to take a big step back in order to see the details. See, sometimes the closer we get to something, the harder it is to see the details because it becomes blurry. It's like you need to refocus your lens. Have a more thorough look at the energies that are around you. Really, put all the energies that are around you under a microscope in order to pinpoint what it is that's holding you back. Aqua, I can almost guarantee you that if you are truly unaware of what it might be, it's probably something very, very close to you. Something you're doing that you're used to doing, that you don't even think twice about, whatever it is. But once you find this needle in this haystack, so to speak, it's like you become this rocket ship. Everything changes, and it feels like it changes overnight. And this is very much possible. I've seen this happen time and time again in my life and other people's lives that I've worked with. They finally pinpoint that enemy energy, so to speak, in their life. They pluck it out, and life is never the same moving forward. And whatever this energy is here, Aqua, that I'm picking up on, it's something that you deem as some sort of security in your life, but it's an illusion. It's not even sound. There's no stability or structure to whatever this is here. It's like this energy has tricked you into thinking that you need it. What do we have at the heart, please? Seven of Wands, Leo energy at the heart. Whatever this energy is in your life, you have really weak boundaries with this person, or it's an energy of having no willpower when it comes to this particular energy. It's almost as if you protect it, like it's your precious. That can speak for the people who need to eradicate some sort of behavioral pattern, whether it's in your health or whatever it might be, from your life. It's like you use the excuse that you're disadvantaged, but it all has to do with this particular thing. But there's a willingness here to keep this thing in your life. Basic example of what I'm picking up here is somebody who's an alcoholic, wakes up every single morning with a hangover, goes throughout the first half of their day with a headache, always feeling kind of sick. And this colors every area of their life. They're missing out on opportunities. They're not showing up in the best version of themselves. And they always use the excuse, yeah, I guess I'm just always sick, there's always something wrong with me. When it's so clear that it has to do with the alcoholism. And that's actually very typical of alcoholics. It's right in front of their face what they need to change, but they're constantly making up excuses and protecting the alcoholism like it's their precious. This is the same for food. This is the same for toxic relationships. This is the same for toxic family members. Oh, well, they're my sister, they're my mother, they're my father. I have to be there for them. No, you don't. And the only one keeping you there is you. You can walk away. And in fact, if this does have to do with another individual or individuals, you would actually be doing them a favor, because this is the best chance that you have at getting these people to make a positive change in their own life. I saw a comment recently on a video of mine that said, I don't want so-and-so to get their karma. I wish them mercy. And there's a lot wrong with these sorts of comments. I understand it probably comes from a good place. But karma is something that can be perceived as good and bad, and it's necessary. It's actually the force that works in the universe to get people to make positive changes in their life. But it's a form of being reprimanded by the universe so you stop making the same mistakes over and over again. This is kind of what I'm picking up here for you, Aqua. It's like you being there and enabling whatever this is only has a validating effect and creates blockages in not only your own life, but those individuals that are keeping you stuck in this cycle. So self-empowering and Cutting out toxic energies from your life is always, I repeat, always the best decision to make for yourself and all those involved. That is you being the bigger person. And you hold on to hope that it will trigger change in these individuals' lives, and maybe you can meet them further down the road, further down the path. Who knows? But it's the best chance you have. And I do feel for a lot of you, this does have to do with toxic individuals in your life. And a lot of the times, these toxic relationships cause us to take on toxic behavioral patterns. So now we have a lot of things compounding together to really keep us in a place of de-evolution, which is out of alignment with your higher self and your mission. You're completely stagnated, or you're de-evolving, so you're going backwards, essentially. But whatever the case, Aqua, you need to stop making up excuses for this energy and start to realize that these changes that you want to see in your life have already arrived. It's a matter of you now becoming the vibrational match to accept them. It's as if they're waiting on the docks for you. But the devil can't go with you to pick up your divine blessings. What do we have at the throat, please? Too many cards. What do we have at the throat? King of Pentacles. Perfect card to follow everything I just said. It's like a rags to riches kind of energy, but on the etheric plane. It's you finally getting the message, and you go from this Seven of Wands energy at the heart of feeling very overwhelmed, making up excuses that you're disadvantaged, and being overly protective of this energy that's holding you back. You put one foot in front of the other, and then you're finally able to access your mission statement and your divine blessings. King of Pentacles at the throat. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. King of Pentacles is a very disciplined, very controlled energy, which I feel is what you become to be able to access this. Disciplined. Which one might say that was truly the missing ingredient in all of this. Discipline. But you also have to understand that 100% of the time, discipline is what brings these major changes into our life. We want these changes, but we don't want to change. Doesn't make any sense. Which also speaks on the world that we live in. That's really a byproduct of our realities. Most of the time, it's easy for us to look at other people's lives and see exactly what they need to change in order to get on path, wouldn't you say? But why can't that person see it themselves? Why can't you see it yourself? We all go through this in some capacity. And what it comes down to, Aquarius, is that not only are we in seemingly a constant war and fight inside our reality, it's all around us, but it also exists inside. There's a constant battle for balance, inwardly and outwardly. And what I have personally found it comes down to, Aquarius, is just that, discipline. You create a mindset of discipline in one area of your life, and then it starts to have an influential effect on other areas of your life. You start to run your life like you're the drill sergeant. This is really the kind of energy that I'm picking up for you here. This is how you get to the change. That is the energy of transformation. That's how you become the phoenix that rises from the ashes of the past, by way of discipline. Just like when a professional fighter has to train for a certain period of time leading up to a fight. They have to prepare. They're getting ready to go into battle. It's no different here, Aquarius. We always need to prepare ourselves for battle. Because on the spiritual plane, that's exactly what all of us are doing perpetually, at all times. It's a constant war zone in spirit. There's nothing peaceful about it. We live inside this reality where we're surrounded by things that distract us, keep us essentially inside an illusion, so we can't recognize the fact that we are actually in the middle of a war, spiritually speaking. This is your life, Aquarius. Get one shot. So why not be the superhero of your life, the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be? All of us have access to this. And I believe that the further away from that energy that you feel, the more that energy actually belongs to you. Because this tells me that you were sent down a path to make sure that you never get there, because you're a threat. Your mission statement has something written into it that is very significant. This is why when I look at people who are rock bottom in their life, I think, wow, this person must have a big destiny. because the hand that they were dealt wanted to make sure that they never got up. When I took on that mindset, Aqua, after hitting rock bottom time and time again in my own life, decade after decade, when I finally got the message that the reason why you keep hitting rock bottom is because of the threatening nature of your path, everything changed. That message came to me in a download when I was at rock bottom. I didn't know where to go. I begged and pleaded with God. A lot of you are surrounded by parasitical people that drain you of your energy so you can't even hear the voice of God. Not being able to hear your higher guidance properly because you have these low vibrational energies that are around you that you feel like you need to be there for, or maybe you feel obligated to. But for some of you, I feel like you're dealing with people that make you think that you need them, which has instilled some sort of fear of change into your auric field. What do we have at the third eye, please? Is that the Magician? Yes. Gemini, Virgo energy at the third eye. It's like as soon as you release these energies, boom, King of Pentacles, Magician. You have everything you need to start manifesting at a very, very high rate. This is an energy of you literally turning your visions into reality at the third eye. You're being held back. The devil, these energies that I'm speaking of, are holding you back. Person, place, people, thing. Take it as it fits. You know, the only thing different for me when I hit rock bottom the last time, I had also removed myself from many other people's lives because I was guided to. I felt something major needed to change, so I took this leap of faith, put myself in a predicament, let's just put it that way. But when I started begging and pleading to God, when I was essentially in a form of dire straits, I heard God's voice clearer than I've ever heard it. His voice almost sounded relieved, like he'd been talking to me the entire time, but because I was entertaining these other energies that I had in my life for so long, I just couldn't hear his voice. The vibration around me that was emanating off of all these other individuals was creating some sort of a disruption in my auric field. God answered me immediately, told me exactly what I needed to do to turn around my situation. Turned around my situation practically overnight. See, we're never really waiting on higher guidance or instruction from the divine. Whenever we ask for it, it comes to us almost immediately. But the reason why we sometimes don't receive it is because, well, let's just put it this way. There's no reception where we're at. Okay? That's the best way I can put this. It's as if you're out of range. What do we have at the crown, please? Wow. Eight of Swords. I knew this card was going to come out. Because this really says it all, right? This is this self-imposed restriction, this self-imposed prison. See, on this card, here you are, tied up to this sword here, blindfolded. You can't see your way. This could represent these energies that are all around you. You're out of reception, so to speak. But it's like, here's your kingdom in the background, right? It's right behind you. You just can't see it. You can't hear it. Because of the disruption that you have surrounding you. But again, it's self-imposed. You can actually remove yourself from this. Aqua, you really need to release this limited thinking. You need to start embracing every thought or opportunity with an abundant mindset. This is really speaking about this influence you have around you. It's like the wind is always being taken out of your sails. You could have a great idea and then you have somebody around you. I wouldn't do that if I was you. No, that doesn't seem like a good idea. No, that won't be a good path for you. Oh, you'll never pull that off. Something like this. Aqua, you must start to understand that this is all a byproduct of this devil energy. The devil essentially using these individuals you have around you to keep you stuck inside this Eight of Swords energy. This was all a part of their plan. They knew or had an idea that something inside your mission statement threatened their very existence. So they set up a trap to make sure that you never were able to fulfill your destiny. What do we have at the foundation, please? Strength. Vine. This is an energy of self-doubt. It's also an energy of you lacking self-discipline, right? Which is exactly what I was picking up earlier on in the reading. I'm hearing the Rocky theme in my head right now. I feel like there was another reading I did maybe in the past month or so where I heard it. But it's this sort of energy. Eye of the tiger kind of energy. And I know that's really corny, but it is what it is. It's like you're preparing for something. This is what you need to start doing. You're really being encouraged here to step into this new timeline, Aqua. There's so much waiting for you. And what I'm picking up on as well is I just heard story for the ages, right? It's this sort of energy where your transformation is incredibly influential on the collective. And I really do believe that a lot of us are here to actually do that. We're put through these horrendous struggles in our lives, and then the overcoming of those struggles, us becoming our own hero, the superhero in our own lives, is the blessing, is the gift, because now it's that story of that overcoming that catapults us forward into this energy of purpose, allowing us to fulfill our destiny. And when you think about it from that vantage point, it's very easy to see how that's a life of purpose. That's a life that's been divinely ordered. There's nothing more important than being of service to our fellow men and women inside the collective by way of inspiration. Most, if not all, of my personal success is based off of inspiration that I've collected along the way from other people's stories or people inspiring me to do what I do now. But I've got to tell you, Aqua, that all of the people that had an influence on me in that capacity are people I don't even know. Not a single one of them was a family member or a friend. They were all my enemies. All of them were trying to hold me back. They were other fellow light workers inside the collective that I don't even know. There's so much inspiration and beauty in this world that we have access to now. And we all have the opportunity to be a part of that. All of us, every single one of us. I never used to think that, but I do now because I was able to accomplish it. But it wasn't even 5 years ago that I thought that the universe had forgotten about me. And now I know that when I come across other people who feel that way, that those people have a really significant purpose. I'm always curious about people like that because I know that when they find their way, they're going to do amazing things. What do we have? The sacral, please. Page of Cups, Stolas. In its negative polarity. I read these next few cards as negative polarities, Aqua, if you haven't seen my readings before. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. There's an energy here that is hiding inside your auric field. Traitor kind of energy that I'm picking up here, Aqua. Somebody who smiles in your face. Somebody who is very stubborn, has refused a lot of good advice in their own life to change. And for some reason, I feel like this person has had some sort of an influence on you. Now, this could be, I'm hearing a toxic parent, a mother, and parents are really difficult to break away from because they're around from the get-go. So we seemingly make up the most excuses, I think, for our parents. For some of you, this is a dynamic that I'm picking up here, some sort of toxic family member that's really holding you back, that you need to break away from. This particular person needs to start seeing you succeed in these areas of your life where they told you that you never would or made you feel like you never would. They need to be proven wrong by seeing you succeed. That's the simplest way I can put this. What do we have at the solar plexus, please? Deca Rabia. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This is the Knight of Pentacles in its negative polarity. It goes along perfectly with everything I just said here. This Knight of Pentacles, this is a very stubborn, very self-serving, very stuck, lazy individual. For some of you, this is the kind of person that just sits on the couch all day, points to everything, right? Tells everybody what to do from the comfort of their couch. Oh, I feel like this couch is really worn in, though. It's almost like you can feel the springs from the hide-a-bed underneath the cushions. One of those kinds of couches. I'm hearing a really loud TV, and I feel like there's somebody cooking curry. I smell curry, something spicy. Going to be for somebody out there. But this is somebody who refuses to change right underneath this tower. They just want you to stay put. Stay where you are so they don't have to look at themselves in the mirror. It's like you becoming a success is now a threat. So all their energy is going into holding you back. This could also be a friend. It could really be anybody. What do we have? Or it could be the spirit of a behavioral pattern, okay? Oh, there it is again. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Right? Doesn't that look like the face of somebody who is not wanting you to see them for who they really are? Protection of criminals. It's like an energy of enabling this person by not self-empowering. It validates their behavior by staying around them, by dealing with this. And it's like, here you are. Every time you try something, you just feel attacked. They're like, no, just stay here, Aqua. You don't need to do that. You can't pull that off. You're not good enough. You don't have what it takes. And you're like, fine, okay, just... all right, I'll stay. This person's put a lot of energy, or people have put a lot of energy into holding you back. I just heard it's like an addiction for them. They're addicted to seeing you down. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles, Menadel. Inner and outer work speaks on this energy of discipline. Aqua, you have a lot waiting for you. There's a lot of wealth on this table. King of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, the Magician. This is legacy kind of energy here. This is also you really establishing something for the future generations, if that pertains to you. I'm just picking up an energy of a lot of wealth. I just heard an end to any troubles, financial as well, if that may be something you're dealing with. You know, you'll find that the longer you stay in these energies, the more you start to lose. There's never any gain in this. There's always something spilling out or trickling out somewhere. So essentially, there's more going out than there is coming in. So it's as if you entertaining or enabling these energies is essentially unsustainable. What do we have at the throat, please? What do we have at the throat, please? Wow. Wheel of Fortune, Metatron, right at the throat. Ten of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, King of Pentacles. Sag energy, the recording angel, advancement and progress, teaches, guides, and records events in the book of life. There's a lot of good fortune here, Aqua, and there's this whole new timeline opening up for you, a really big turning point that is trying to unfold in your life. This is also an energy of destiny. But this is all a result of you holding this big picture vision in your life and actually going after it, despite what anybody else has to say about it. You not taking action has put you in the red, energetically speaking. Maybe other areas too. Usually it starts to show up in many sectors of your life. The divine has to get your attention somehow. So you'll find that everything just starts falling apart because you need to make a change. Tower at the solar plexus. There's no more powerful energy in my readings than having the tower at the solar plexus. The solar plexus is all related to your confidence and you taking control over your life. And the tower is the most violent energy in the tarot. It's an energy of complete destruction of false securities in your life. It's the energy of revelation. What do we have at the third eye, please? Oh. And look who decided to leave the party, Aqua. The devil, Samael, the severity of God, seduction and downfall. The devil was the first one to show up to the party, and now he's the first one to leave, because he can no longer fool you. The magician, stacked with the devil. This is you realizing how powerful you are and overcoming this energy in your life. Whoever or whatever this may be for you, it's an energy, and it's an energy that's stopping you from stepping into this legacy energy. and aligning with your destiny. Once you see the devil in your life, they flee. Oh crap, I'm out of here. Aqua sees the devil in me. What do we have at the crown, please, to close this up for Aqua? Justice, Libra energy, Kal-El at the crown to close out the reading. The invocable God makes truth known in court, causes innocence to prevail. So it's an energy of divine justice unfolding in your life. The scales tipping in your favor. You now having your time on the top of the wheel with this Wheel of Fortune. And this is also the truth being brought to the light. See, it takes you stepping into this new timeline to really get perspective over what it was that you were actually dealing with. A lot of the times you'll look back on these cycles that you spent with these family members, friends, whoever it may be for you, ex-lovers, and you start to see them in a different light. It's like you see this demonic sort of energy that they have around them. And usually that comes by way of a particular way that people live their lives. They become these hosts for these entities, so to speak. You start to see these people as having some sort of possession. We live in a reality where so much of these devilish energies are swimming around, waiting to hop into us. But the only way we can host these energies is if we self-sabotage and allow ourselves to become a vessel for these energies. Right? So it's essentially you selling yourself out. That's why you always need to be in an energy of self-empowerment and really going after your true heart's desires and really loving on yourself and being very confident in the higher guidance that you're getting. And this is obviously no easy task. None of us are perfect. None of us get it right every single time. We all struggle in this life. And God, the divine, knows that. The divine knows that we're under constant attack. And there's always a chance to turn it around. Always. Doesn't matter how young or old you are, you can always turn it around. But hopefully, for your sake, you do it sooner rather than later. So you can enjoy your life. So you can have access to all the abundance that is already waiting for you. Remember, you need to become the vibrational match to be able to access it. Once you become that vibrational match, then you're given the key to your kingdom, so to speak. Access to the records, the instructions that show you how to move. So remember, Aqua, these changes you want in your life are here for you, but you're being called to start implementing some discipline into your life to be able to access what's yours. Because this very apathetic energy that surrounds you, which I feel is in relation to these people or these behavioral patterns, has made you feel that it's a bit too hard. But this is, again, that mindset that needs to be shifted. But whatever the case, Aqua, there's a lot waiting for you. So stop holding yourself back and go and take what's divinely yours and get on with it. Aquarius, this is the energy that's available to you, depending on where you are on this timeline, should you choose to accept. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, you can find all of my contact details in the description below this video. And thank you for your donations, Aqua. Take care.